Hello everybody. How are you doing today? How are you feeling today? It's really, really important to check in and see what feelings are running through your body, through your heart, through your mind, through your spirit. Something really good to do is to check with all your bodies at certain times of the day when it feels right for you, and maybe journal about how you feel in each of those bodies: your emotional body, your spiritual body, your mental body, and your physical body. That's just a side note which just came out spontaneously, but I wanted to talk about something that is percolating my mind at the moment from a conversation with a friend who has been on his personal development journey, and he told me something that I've felt a lot of times, and it's a slight or maybe even a big discrepancy between what he sees someone emanating on their videos versus as a coach, mentor, healer, helper, versus what he notices and what he experiences with this person in person. So he's actually following somebody who he has worked with in person. So it's not online work, but it's in-person work. But I feel it's the same thing. So I want to talk about this discrepancy, and I want to talk about how to look at that without judging either ourselves or the people that we follow too harshly, but how to find the right balance of emotions and how to find the insights and lessons that we need at that moment. So I've gone through this, and I know other people have, of just like suddenly finding someone whose messages, whose videos, whose Facebook Lives resonate really deeply, and we fall in love with them. It's the information, the energy, the content. I think mostly the emotion that they emanate is something that our soul is really needing. So we quickly fall in love. And it's a very normal experience in this kind of personal development world. And it happens because in videos and Facebook Lives, what I've discovered, and this goes for me as well, I'm not exempt from this, people embody their highest vibration. So when I'm talking to you now in the safety of my home, speaking to a video, to a camera, imagining you at the other side, I'm feeling safe, I'm feeling in my groove. So it's basically my highest vibration. And from that space, I can appear ideal to some of you, or many of you. I'm sharing knowledge, I'm sharing wisdom, I'm sharing love. And to be honest, we all in our lives, I don't know anybody who has been, raised in a way that they are not missing some level of love, acceptance, validation from their parents. So we project a lot of that need onto people that we like, that are coaches and mentors and healers, etc. What is kind of a borderline topic is how much is the coach or the mentor or the healer or the personal development person aware of themselves and how much are they aware of what they are embodying in the video. So meaning, I've watched a lot of people and I've been attracted to a lot of people who shared kind of this warmth that I was craving, either through smiling warmly and being very welcoming on the video, or by saying beautiful things such as, "You are all beautiful souls and I believe in you and we can do magical things together," and things that your inner child probably is craving. However, there's a little bit of an issue there, because I don't think that the majority of us who are doing this work can embody this highest vibration and spiritual energy when we are one-on-one with people or in groups. Why? Because within contact with others, we are faced with our own fears. We are being triggered by someone's expectation. We are being triggered by someone's words. Anything can happen. It's an interactive space, and it is not easy to hold yourself to the highest vibration in that interactive space. So hence the disappointment that often has come, at least for me, and I'm hearing from, for my friend as well, who was sharing this today, of the contact in person or the contact in online, but in dialogue with the the person that we have quote unquote fallen in love with, falls short, and we see their human part, not the ideal part, but the human part. So in person they are maybe not as loving, not as open, not as supportive. They have more boundaries. They even behave maybe completely opposite to what they projected on video. And that can be really hurtful to a lot of us. So I've been on both sides. I've been, on the side of the people like my friend who have fallen in love with some teachers and helpers and people who are in service industries, and I was heavily disappointed when I, spoke to them or had any contact that was not a monologue from their side. So all the monologues and videos were really great, but when reaching out to them, there was an issue. And that makes you angry. That really makes you angry, no matter how evolved you are, or maybe as you get, more evolved, you actually have less expectations, so you get less triggered. But I understood my friend, because he's at the beginning of his journey, and he's basically, I'm going to have to continue this in a second. Here we go, continuation. I hope I'll be able to merge these videos so that they are one. So, the issue is that my friend is that at the beginning of his journey, and that therefore he is easily swayed by his inner child needs and emotions without enough safety and precautions that the adult self would take. And so this is an invitation to both people who are coaching and mentoring, as well as people who are, potential clients, for a little bit more awareness, and I'll share in what ways. For the coaches, I would say when speaking on video, to embody a realistic kind of energy. So an energy that when you check within yourself, you can actually embody with someone in person. So not a fantasy self, not a highest version of yourself, but something that can be replicated, meaning, not going too far into sharing all your love and care for humanity and understanding and this kind of all omnipotent God force that we sometimes feel we have, because it can't be replicated, because it opens up other people on the other side to vulnerable emotions that they don't know how to process. And then later, if they are in touch with you, you can't embody that self anymore, and you're causing them pain. So I would ask for more awareness from coaches, mentors, and healers to, when speaking from their heart and from their mind, and checking whether what they're saying is something they could say to somebody in person and still own their power. For me, that would involve less talk about how much they love people and care and all that stuff, because maybe they do on like a general higher consciousness level, but they haven't embodied this enlightened being which they would like to be, and hence they don't love everybody. They're not open to everybody. And so be like that in your videos. Be discerning. Speak to people that you like, and speak in a realistic manner, so that you can be consistently viewed by people in the same manner that you show up in person. For the people who are listening, so for potential clients and people who are learning and following, I would say be very aware how you react to certain people. And if you keep falling in love, and just do it, I'm not saying cut your emotions and don't fall in love with your current gurus that are supplying you with something in life. But be aware that you are doing that. And be aware that what you're feeling is your inner child who is falling in love. And try to discern what the needs are of this inner child, and learn to find the blocks and the pain that is stuck within you, that is not allowing you to experience those needs and those emotions in your real life, but only from a coach or a guru or a healer or anyone like that. So I would ask you to raise your awareness, that's all. And also be very protective of your inner child. And third thing, yes, don't discredit your inner child's feelings if they feel betrayed, let down, or disappointed, because you have every right to feel that. You reacted to a level of truth that you experienced, and own that truth, validate it to yourself. And when you do that, you will realize how much you've been projecting to the coach and how much it is coach's responsibility, for bringing you into that situation that you're in. So it's a learning, it's a lesson, and I think this was quite important, and this is quite important for a lot of people to hear, so that when the disappointments happen, as they invariably will, you don't beat yourself up. You own your feelings, and if you need help, you ask somebody to help you process your feelings. because that coach or healer or whoever you liked so much is not really important. What is important are the emotions that they triggered. So some form of betrayal or letting you down or disappointment that is mirroring something from your earlier life when you were a child. And that needs love, care, attention, and transformation. I hope this has been helpful. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.